Hello and welcome to another video. I got up early this morning at 5 a.m. and right now it's 9 a.m. It's after 9 o'clock in the morning. And there's a lot that just happened in the news lately. Well, there's a lot of things that have been happening in the news. And I won't be able to talk about all of them in this video. So I'll just talk about one thing. I know it's still kind of fresh, but it's kind of old. But let's see. I'm going to talk about the assassination of a healthcare CEO. And I'm going to be reading about this in the Associated Press, and it's titled, UnitedHealthcare CEO was likely killed with a ghost gun that can be made at home. Okay. Washington Associated Press. And it reads as follows. The brazen killing of UnitedHealthcare's CEO was likely carried out with a ghost gun, one of the nearly untraceable weapons that can be made at home, police said Monday. A ghost gun is a firearm without a serial number, and police believe the one used in last week's shooting of Brian Thompson may have been made with a 3D printer. It was capable of firing 9mm rounds. The man arrested in the crime, Luigi Mangione, also had sound suppressor or silencer, police said. Ghost guns have increasingly turned up at crime scenes around the U.S. in recent years. Okay. Yeah, this just talks about the gun that Luigi Mangione, the guy that killed Brian Thompson, the United Healthcare CEO. It just talks about the gun that he used to kill that CEO. Well, I'm gonna see if I can remember how all this went down of the killing of the CEO of United Healthcare. I think Luigi Mangione went and shot and killed Brian Thompson, I guess, at his home somewhere in New York. And he fled, and police were looking for him. Basically, he got away, and the cops couldn't get him. But he was found the next day at a McDonald's. Yeah, sitting at a McDonald's just eating breakfast there. And arrested him. Okay, here's some more about Luigi Mangione, the United Healthcare CEO shooter. Found something from the Independent, and I'll go ahead and read this. Luigi Mangiagone's latest lawyer reveals why angered United Healthcare CEO shooting suspect began yelling outside court. Okay. Luigi Mangiagone's defense lawyer explained why his client became agitated and began yelling at reporters outside a Pennsylvania courthouse. Mangione, 26, faced an extradition hearing after New York prosecutors charged him with second-degree murder in connection with the United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson's shooting death in Midtown Manhattan last week. It's completely out of touch and an insult to the intelligence of the American people and their lived experience, Mangione yelled on Tuesday as he was escorted in handcuffs into the Blair County Courthouse. His attorney, Thomas Dickens, explained the outburst to CNN on Wednesday. Nothing, he's irate, agitated about what's happening to him and what he's being accused of. Dickens added that Mangione showed a stark change in behavior after garnering legal representation, as he now has somebody that he can trust. The comments come as the gun seized during Luigi Mangione's arrest at an Antuas, Pennsylvania McDonald's on Monday matches the shell casings found at the scene of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson's murder, police said. Fingertips was taken from Mangione, also matched prints on a water bottle and a kind of protein bar wrapper found near the scene of the Midtown homicide, NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tessett said Wednesday. Okay, here's the key points. I'll just read these. Gun found in Luigi Mangione's upon arrest matches shell casings at the crime scene. Shooting suspect carried spiral notebook and manifesto at time of arrest. Reddit post reveals Mangione's anger at healthcare system. High school classmate of UnitedHealthcare CEO shooting suspect speaks out. Okay, I'm not going to read about the manifesto or anything. I'm just going to focus on the UnitedHealthcare CEO shooter Luigi Mangione's motive of killing that UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Yeah, why did he kill the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, Brian Thompson? Why did he kill this guy? Okay, there's something in here I can find that drove him to kill that UnitedHealthcare CEO. Okay, let me go look for it. Okay. Yeah, here it is. Okay, Reddit post reveals Mangione's anger at healthcare system. Luigi Mangione killed that UnitedHealthcare CEO because of how that CEO and a lot of CEOs of for-profit healthcare companies screw the American people, by denying them care. It's like this, the healthcare here in the United States is set up as a business. It's a pay-to-play system. And the system is set up as, people in the healthcare industry make money by denying people care. It's like this. The more people that they deny, the more money that they make. And they also do it because they want to avoid paying for someone's health care. So that's why Luigi Mangione shot and killed that UnitedHealthcare CEO because of how the healthcare in the United States is set up. I don't support violence, and I don't. Just because a bunch of greedy people who work for huge multinational corporations and healthcare companies, just because they treat the public, poor people in the U.S., poor Americans, just because they treat them like dirt and rip them off, doesn't mean anybody had to go out and shoot and kill these people. And killing is wrong. You're taking someone's life, and that's not right. Just because someone is dirty and do you wrong doesn't mean you have to go and kill them. And that goes for like all these people who commit these mass shootings here in the U.S. They have an axe to grind with someone who treats them badly, who talks down to them. They fragment their mental health. They tear them down and make them feel like they're nothing. Tell them they're not going to amount to anything and blame themselves for their problems. Yeah, just because all these people do all this abuse to you doesn't mean you have to go and kill these people. And these people who do these mass shootings, they don't have a thick skin. They can't take it. They were abused so badly by society here in the United States. But that doesn't give them the right to go and kill somebody. And as I look at it, I look at that CEO of UnitedHealthcare, and I look at Luigi Mangione, the guy that killed a UnitedHealthcare CEO. I look at both of these guys, and I'm not on their side. I'm not on Luigi Mangione side, and I'm not on Brian Thompson, the UnitedHealthcare CEO side. I'm not on his side. I'm not on any of their sides, because they both do wrong. They both do the wrong. They both are wrong at what they're doing. The CEO of UnitedHealthcare and people like him, they're wrong for sitting back and letting people die because let them die and not giving them access to health care. Let them go bankrupt over medical bills. Let them die of an illness. Deny them of care. And make money off the sickness and suffering of people. Those people are wrong on that. And Luigi Mangione, people like him, I'm going to say Luigi Mangione. Luigi Mangione, he's wrong on killing that CEO. Because, what he's doing, it wasn't good. It didn't solve anything. It just got him court time and possible jail time. Two wrongs don't make a right in all of this. It doesn't. So, I have no sympathy for the UnitedHealthcare CEO, Brian Thompson, and I have no sympathy for Luigi Mangione. But, I kind of share his thoughts on why he did what he did, on the healthcare here in the United States. I think I'll say it again, the United States has a broken, dysfunctional, pay-to-play healthcare system. The healthcare here in the U.S. doesn't center the patient. It's just all about healthcare companies making a profit and making money off of poor people, poor Americans who are uninsured and underinsured. people who don't have no health insurance and people who can afford to see a doctor on time, who can afford to get a surgery. Yeah, just sign forms and argue with health insurance companies, and these health insurance companies just make money. You know, the healthcare here in the United States is just absolutely insane. It's crazy. It's heartless / cruel. It's not human. You know, and it's like this. It's like this. In countries with universal health care, in countries with universal health care, it's all about need. I'm going to say this. The rationing. Okay, rationing in universal health care versus rationing in health care here in the U.S. Okay, rationing in a universal health care system, a free, public, and universal system, is based on need. Who needs the health care? That person needs the health care. It's based on need. Here in the United States, the health care here in the U.S. is based on the size of your wallet, how much money you have. It just targets and benefits the wealthy. So that's rationing. Yeah, I'm not going to say that universal health care is perfect. It has its problems. Long grueling wait times, waiting for a surgery for like months and years. Not enough doctors and nurses to go around to meet the people's needs. Not enough hospital beds, hospital equipment, hospital rooms. Yeah, and all of this is just not enough funding in the system. Countries like Canada and the United Kingdom have this problem. Yeah, universal health care isn't perfect. It has its problems. I'm not going to say it's wonderful. And I was accused by somebody, my sister and other people, saying that I think it's perfect. I think it's wonderful. And I don't think that. So those people who assumes that I think universal health care is perfect, they don't know what I'm thinking, and they don't. If I tell them, those people are going to ignore me. But, I'm not going to waste my time arguing with brain dead, ignorant Americans. I'm not going to waste my time arguing with brain dead, ignorant Americans. Matter of fact, I'm not going to argue with them at all because they're ignorant. They don't know any better. And, there's some ignorant people in countries with universal health care, namely Canada. They're going to come down and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. And I've been watching what goes on in other countries. I have the internet. We all have the internet. Yeah, I may be an ignorant American, but I'm trying my best to learn and remember what I've learned. But yeah, I'm gonna be chewed out by people in other countries, in this country, the United States as well. But I'm not gonna waste my time, making videos about what these people are saying to me. I'm just gonna stop doing that. And if I go back on my word, I'm gonna be kicking myself. Well, anyway, universal health care isn't perfect. It has its problems. And it does, but it's way better than what Americans in the United States are getting. You know, to everybody who lives in countries with universal coverage, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, others, I'm not going to praise your healthcare systems, and I'm not going to do that. Okay? There's rationing in every healthcare system. Every healthcare system has its problems. And they do. But all in all, a universal healthcare system is better than the healthcare system here in the United States. And people in other countries, namely the UK and others, view the healthcare system in the US, some of them, not all of them, they view it as just crazy, insane. Their eyeballs just get really, really big, and they're in absolute shock at how the healthcare system in the US is. And they grew up in a country with a healthcare system where they just get it for free, you know. Well, it's not free. It's free to the point of service, and you pay for it through your taxes. And people are going to say, "Oh, taxes are high in a country with universal health care." Well, yeah. I always hear that, you know. I guess I'm ignorant on what I'm saying, but, you know, I'm trying to say the right things. I'm not going to pretend like I know everything, and I don't. There's a lot of things I don't know. So anyway, back to the killing of Brian Thompson, the CEO, at the hands of Luigi Mangione. Luigi Mangione, the UnitedHealthcare CEO shooter, went to a prestigious school somewhere in Pennsylvania or Maryland. He's very intelligent. He lived in Hawaii. He lived in Pennsylvania and I guess in New York. And yeah, I think when the police caught him at that McDonald's, he produced an ID, a fake ID that was a Pennsylvania ID. Yeah, so you know, he's a little dirty, but you know, him killing a CEO of a heartless healthcare corporation wasn't right at all. You know, he represents the anger of Americans on how they feel about the healthcare system in their country. Yeah, he represents how Americans feel about the healthcare here in the United States. Yeah, he represents that, but you know, I see where he comes from on how the healthcare is here in the United States, but I don't support him killing a UnitedHealthcare CEO. I don't support him on that. And what he did was wrong, and what those CEOs of healthcare companies are doing here in the U.S. to ordinary people, denying them care, you know, letting them die, you know. I don't support people like him over stuff like that either, because that's wrong as well. So, between the United Healthcare CEO and Luigi Mangione, there's no heroes in this. And yeah, that CEO, he was a father. He was 50 years old. Yeah, the CEO of United Healthcare. Yeah, he had a CEO of United Healthcare had a wife, he had children, he was a family man, he was a father. And it's kind of sad that, the children won't have a father. They don't have a father anymore. Their father is dead. And the wife is crushed because her husband is dead. I don't know what the wife and the children of that CEO are thinking. I don't know how they are. I don't know if they're good people or bad people, but I'm just gonna say this. It's kind of sad. A family losing a family member is devastating. It's crushing, and it's sad. And I have a friend by the name of Captain Brandon Horror Lover, a guy that used to comment on the videos on my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel. He lost his father. His father died of an illness, and he's been like absent and haven't been heard of in quite a while, or a long time, or a year. So yeah, it's kind of sad, losing a family member, but but at the same time, a family member who does wrong to somebody is not a good person at all. Yeah, like a CEO of a corporation, they don't care about regular people. They let regular people, they just make the money. They just make money off the backs of regular people. People are struggling, suffering of an illness. They just profit, just make money, just profit off of people. And if I was part of this corporate healthcare industry, or the healthcare system at a hospital, I'll see how bad it is, and I'll say to myself, what kind of network I'm working in? Like, what kind of place is this? Like, these people, all they care about is making money. They don't care about people struggling and of an illness, and they can't afford to get care, and they're being denied care, and they just go home and die, and they can't afford their medication because they don't have the money. What kind of system is that? I'm going to get out of that system. It's a heartless system. Yeah, I will feel dirty if I work in that system. If I worked at a pharmacy, at a Walmart, I will feel dirty. But you got people who work in places like that, and and I don't know, they don't have a heart or not. I don't know how these people feel. I guess some of them have a heart, some of them don't. And the ones who don't have a heart, they're just worthless pieces of slime. They're scumbags. They're just they're just evil, heartless, conceited. They just flat out don't care. And and I don't have anything to do with people like that at all. Well, that's all I gotta say in this video. Before I made this video, I kind of like hit the stop button. I didn't hit the pause button. I just ended up making another video. So I'm probably gonna put both parts together to make this video. It's probably gonna be long, but yeah. I don't want to make long videos, and I'm trying my best not to make long videos, but you know what? I don't care. I got a lot to say. I'm gonna say it. Alright, that's all I gotta say in this video. Goodbye.